Hey guys, how's it going? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to writing. So, looks like you have a lot to do today. You do and you don't. So, if you follow the instructions, I promise it's not as much as you think it is, okay? All right, so watch the instructional video. You should be watching it now. Please watch this. Hopefully, you're watching this. Alrighty, so let's look at the first thing we're doing. Watch the instructional video. Got it. You're watching. Number 2, complete the practice on irregular verbs in simple past tense. Okay, I just want to take a few minutes, maybe 2, to really talk about irregular verbs in simple past tense again. So remember, irregular verbs means that they're going to have a weird spelling, right? They're not going to follow most rules for past tense, especially. So, number 1, for many verbs, the simple past tense does not end in ed. Okay? Such as I packed my backpack. That's past tense. Last night I looked at my lessons. Yeah. So that's past tense. Ed, right? Remember, we're doing irregular verbs, so the ed rule is not going to work for these. Number 2, the simple past form of these verbs is irregular. Okay. So note, the simple past form is the same for all persons. Example, I saw the moon. So instead of I see the moon, I saw the moon. Notice it changed the spelling. S-A-W. They didn't add an ed to S-E-E, right? So you saw the moon. We saw the moon. They saw the moon. He, she, it saw the moon. Notice, no matter what pronoun we used, it remained the same. Saw. So, directions. And these are simple past tense. So it'll be the same, right? So directions, write the form of the correct irregular verb in simple past tense. Example, he blank to drink the coffee. Okay, so our verb is drink, which means to drink, right? So, or he, let's see, how could we change it to past tense? Instead of he drink the coffee, oh, look, they did it for us for this one. He drank the coffee, right? Okay, so let's look at this one. The moon to come out last night. So the verb we're using is come. What is the simple past tense for this? The irregular version. It's not comed, right? C-O-M-E-D. Okay. Came, right? So the moon came out last night, right? Okay. So as I type, I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of the line because the line will really mess you up. So I chose to get rid of the line. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna highlight this, and by the time you get this, it'll probably be like this. So the moon came out last night, right? All right. So Jessica, to lose. Okay, so our base word is lose, because that means to lose. So Jessica losed? No, that doesn't sound right. Okay, so we can't do ed. So Jessica lost. Lost! I guarantee you every single one of you has lost something, right? So you would type in lost. Okay, guys, do your best on these. I believe in you. This is going to help with our vocabulary, right? So we know which words really fit. If you need help, jump on my Zoom. I would love to go over this with you. So directions, now make 2 of your own sentences using irregular verbs in the simple past tense. So use some of these, okay? All right. Let's get into our writing. So I wrote the instructions here, and they're on the Google Doc, okay? And this is part 1. You're going to have a part 2 tomorrow. So part 1, for the brainstorming assignment, you will choose one famous person of the following: Jane Goodall, Birute Galdicus, or Diane Fossey and Steve Irwin. You will then follow the instructions for Conservationist Research Part 1. This will be the first part of your research paper. You will need 2 to 3 facts for each section. Don't worry, there's only 2 sections. To answer the questions, okay? So there's questions. You ready? Let's look at it. So choose a famous person from the list that you would like to research. These people have done a lot of work with animals in the wild. So we have Jane Goodall, Birute, Diane Fossey, Steve Irwin. Once you have chosen a famous person, follow the instructions on the graphic organizer. Okay, this is part 1. There's second part. Then we'll put both parts together. Woo! Okay, ready? So notes for intro paragraph 1. So we're getting our notes. This is brainstorming, guys. Brainstorming and rough draft kind of wrapped into one. Okay. So when we put notes here, you should probably use complete sentences. And I'm thinking we need to take the... All right, guys, sorry for the weird cut there. I wanted to fix something. So this is going to be your paragraph 1, okay? So notice how there's different columns if you need them, or rows, okay? So here are the things you're going to answer in this one, and I would use a separate column for each, okay? So introduce your person. What led this person to study animals? Boom, you can introduce them and tell me what led them to study animals right there. That's at least 1 or 2 sentences. We'll get to this in a minute. What animals are they most interested in? Okay, that's another one. Let's do that. Okay, and then where do they travel, or where do we travel to experience this adventure? Boom, that's a third one. So we can get about 4 sentences out of this. And you can probably break them up into 5. So once you have your information, you need to tell me where you got it. So if you're using Wikipedia, cool. If you're using a .org site, tell me. Copy and paste, or put the name of the website on here. You can even copy and paste me the link to it, okay? Now, first thing, please do not just copy and paste. Unless it's a specific quote you're going to use, please make sure you're also using some of your own words. If you copy and paste, put parentheses around it so I know it came from here, and you're telling me where you got it from by putting the source, right? So your notes to answer these questions go here. Make sure you put quotation marks around them if they're direct quotes. And then we will eventually turn this into a paragraph. This is where the bare bones is being made, okay? Alrighty, so next, what I want you to do is come down to notes for paragraph 2. When and where? Ooh, we always need a when and where. So where in the world does this person live and the animals live? So if this person is no longer living, that's okay. Where did they live? Okay? Tell me where they lived and where they worked with the animals they worked with. Is there a season or time of year it is more likely to travel there? So did they go there no matter what season it was? So summer, winter, fall, spring? Or let's see, when and where do we see these animals in the United States? Okay, so you're going to put your notes here. Notice, you just need to answer these 3 questions. You use notes. So tell me what website you got the information from, okay? Yep. Direct quotes, get parentheses. Your own words, do not. Still tell me where you got the information, right? This is part 1, guys. If you need any help, message me. I will get on the Zoom as soon as I can.